Hello and welcome back, my fellow Negroes and they, thems, and non binary bros, and everybody else that is living on this earth. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about something very, very kind of like serious. And yes, before we get into it, I am wearing the same outfit as you've seen in the previous video because this is all recorded in the same day. I do this with a lot of my videos. I record multiple in the same day, and then I get whatever. You guys don't give a fuck. What I want to talk about is how content creating is and how stressful it is to try and be a content creator. So where do I begin? From the beginning, getting your ideas to make a video in general. I feel like starting out trying to be a content creator, you see everybody else do all these things and you want to do all of them, but YouTube, or not even YouTube, just like platforms in general, they're like, hey, now slow your roll there, Buster. You can't fucking do all these types of videos. You better stay your black ass in one lane. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of demoralizing when you really try and brainstorm and do a whole bunch of shit. Like, take for me, for example, when I was on TikTok, like early days of TikTok, I seen a lot of videos, simple videos. It's pretty stupid looking back at now, but I used to see a lot of videos would be like, top 5 rappers or anime fights of some shit, and they wouldn't even talk. They would just like point up the screen like, yeah. And I used to do that shit, and then I seen people do like commentary videos and put like their own hot takes, and that's something I wanted to do as well, but I didn't really know where to start off with that. And then there's other categories, of course, using like the musics, the sounds, just trending things on TikTok, trying to figure out whatever, but trying to be original and do your own thing. That's one of like the biggest issues I feel like it is in the industry, you know? So I'm not going to get too much into TikTok because I pretty much abandoned that app. I'm going to come back to it because they offered to pay me to make videos on there, even though I know that my page is pretty much fucking dead. But hey, yeah, hey, a bag's a bag. Fuck it. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to YouTube because that's my primary platform, and obviously the people that are watching this, y'all are on YouTube. I definitely been struggling to figure out what I wanted to do. It took me 3 whole years on YouTube to figure out what exactly I wanted to stick with. So for the people that have already followed my main page, 713 Rich Kid, I started out as a gaming content creator, and for a point, they was doing pretty decent at the level where I was at. I only had like 10K subs because I was really just posting shorts from my TikTok. A horrible way to grow if you want to do long form videos, by the way. So please don't do that. But when I was posting my long form videos in gaming, some of them wasn't, or most of them wasn't really doing good at all. Like it would be like 30 views, maybe like 100 views or something. And then when I started posting FNAF or Five Nights at Freddy's, for the people that live under a fucking rock and don't know horror games and don't know ball knowledge, it was doing pretty good because I was posting clips on TikTok and everything. I just said I wasn't going to go back to TikTok. I'm a fucking idiot. I need to go to a 9 to 5, and I don't even know if my dumb ass can handle that. Anyways, I was posting my clips on the TikTok and, gaining traction and stuff, but then that's all people want to see. And that makes you feel like a puppet, because if you do something and clearly you don't want to do that forever, it becomes not demoralizing, but demotivating. You burn yourself out. And that's one of the biggest things we're going to come back to, burnout. But at that time, my Five Nights at Freddy's videos went from like 100 views to like 5,000 views, that's a crazy jump for a pretty much a beginner YouTuber. That is an insane jump. And it was doing pretty good for a little minute. And I got to the point where like I pretty much beat all the FNAF games. And then after that, I didn't know what else to play. I dead ass, like even to this day, like for gaming, I have no idea what I would put out there on the channel, on a gaming channel, because I feel like I don't really want to play anything, and nothing feels like, I feel like I would get tired of it. And I was eventually getting tired of Five Nights at Freddy's, which is why I didn't even try to play the new ones, And when that happened, people was not really rocking with my other gaming videos. I did stuff over Dragon Ball Fighters. I did stuff over like just multiple fighting games, Sifu. And it was bad. Like niggas didn't really rock with my shit at all. So it's trying to, man, I'm stuttering a lot. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm stuttering a lot. Dude, I'm con crunching, getting ready for Anime NYC. I've literally just pulled an all-nighter doing that and editing videos. But yeah, nah, trying to keep up that motion with one specific thing is bad. Especially nowadays, dude, bro, people got the attention span of a damn brain dead fetus. Like, it is bad. You show them something on the phone, they'll be locked in for like 2 seconds. And then next thing you know, they're off in the cut, you know, getting down and dirty with a fucking raccoon behind the dumpster. It is bad. Nobody knows how to really lock into a video like that nowadays, unless you're a big time YouTuber. You know, so if you're like Corey Kenshin, Berleezy, Markiplier, CJ the Champ, Mr. Beast, like all these other YouTubers and stuff that are already like super big on the platform, people will really lock into. Starting out as a content creator, people aren't really going to want to watch you. And it's hard to try and bring them in and reel them into the videos constantly, so they really tune in and start messing with your content, and then you can eventually build a fan base off of that. And I feel like that is sometimes it's just too difficult to do while trying to figure stuff out. But I'm drifting off. What I want to get at is I was doing multitudes of content, like so many things of content. I did gaming videos, I did reaction videos, I did commentary videos. Then I went back to reaction videos. Then I went back to TikTok shorts. And then my channel was blowing up off of TikTok shorts. One of them, it had like 10 million views on a short where me and my friends was doing like a JoJo's pose. And that got me to like 30K subs. But nobody was fucking with my long form content. And I did not want to be a shorts YouTuber. So I had to private all my shorts stuff. And I was just thugging it out. And then I made one commentary video, kind of like I do on my main page, where I was talking about Attack on Titan. And I said it's overrated. And when I did that, that did better than the last like 70 videos I posted as far as long form. Like, it was bad because, damn, I keep saying that. Basically, my views all were looking like 300 and below. 300 and below. I was degressing on YouTube. That's how I felt. And then when I made that one commentary video, I hit 2.6K views on that. And then I did another commentary video, and then that one did better than the last. I think that hit 5K at the time. So I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna just do commentary, because literally nobody asked me to do this. And it seems like it's dragging people in, and I can genuinely talk about anything I want. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the game, a lot of games can come out, but you're not going to want to talk about it, or you're not going to want to play a game if you don't feel it. You're going to want to talk about something. It doesn't matter. You could talk about Rick and Morty. You could talk about Vegeta. You could talk about the flowers outside of your house. There's a reason that a lot of commentary channels exist, my nigga. So, you know, I finally did that. And right now I'm at the point where I posted so many commentary videos. I think I really locked into the fighting niche when I posted my Yuji Itadori video on my main page, and that hit like 45,000 views after like 3 months. So then I started seeing other people. I started seeing CJ the Champ, and then Zephyr, he popped up. Then I seen people like Codename Super, Cool Uno, they talking about fights. And I'm like, okay, I know I could be just as funny as these niggas too, you know? So I finally started doing that, and I'm grinding up, man. I'm grinding up. I'm posting. We just hit over 100K, but a part of me feels like I have 100,000 subscribers, but I really don't have anywhere near close amount of people that are subscribed that really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of depressing to think about, you know, because right now I'm still struggling to get over 10K views on a channel or on a video. Like, it'll take days sometimes for that to happen. And maybe it's just me setting my goals high, because I know a lot of people will be like, bro, what? Like, I can't even get 100 views. You should be thankful. And it's like, nah, I'm thankful as hell. Thank you for the people that actually genuinely rock with my videos. But, you know, as someone, you got to think about it like you're LeBron James. That's how you got to go into the mindset of content creating. You can't just have one good game and then settle for that one good game. Nigga, you want to constantly get better. And that's what I want to do. I want to, my neck, I had to adjust my fucking chair. I want to constantly up my game and just be a better content creator overall. And it's hard trying to drag people in to make them see that I'm hilarious and for them to actually stay and watch my content. Because with this shit too, a lot of people will just hate on you for no reason. Like niggas can see, niggas hate on Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast has cured blind people. He has gone, right now he is going to villages and getting clean water for many, like millions of people. I think his goal was like 2 billion people or some shit. He's provided people with homes. He's done all this nice shit and people are legit hating on Mr. Beast. I don't get it. It's insane, right? But yeah, so people are going to hate on you regardless. But I think one of the worst things that probably bothers me personally is when people say I'm trying to be like someone else. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to be like nobody. I want to be like myself. I want to be like Jalen Collins. I want to be like 713 Rich Kid. That's me. That's why I make these videos. I don't make these videos analyzing these other niggas and be like, yeah, I'm going to steal his personality. You know, I'm not Rakai. No offense, but all offense. Rakai definitely stole Kai's whole flow. And y'all can't even get mad at me for that shit. The nigga literally said, Kai is my daddy. So, you know, that's a different type of level of meat riding. I'm going to just be real. I'm going to keep it a stack. And I'm saying whatever on this channel, bro. I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. But back to what I was saying with my shit, trying to stand out, and people are still comparing me to others. Like I be seeing comments all the time, be like, yo, bro, you trying so hard to be CJ the Champ. Or they'll mention a YouTuber that I'm trying to be like, and I don't even know that nigga some of the times. And I don't even want to go down and comment on them, because at the end of the day, when you start making content, you guys will realize, unless you're doing like something like Johnny Somali and you're completely fucking with people for no reason, like an asshole, but there's going to be a lot more positive comments than there is negative comments. And that's something you really got to look out for, because a lot of people that show support, they'll really support you. It's just, I don't know. As a content creator, I don't know why just negativity strikes more. You know, like how when people say like, oh, you can't approach a girl. This girl has so many people telling her that she's pretty. You got to stand out and be different. Tell that bitch she ugly and she gonna start talking to you. And it's a joke, but sometimes it actually works. I haven't done it because I respect women. You know what I'm saying? I respect my girlfriend. That's how I got my girlfriend. She walked up to me. That's a whole different story. I can make a whole story time about that. I love my girlfriend. Hi, baby. Anyways, but yeah, you know, trying to maintain this stuff. And then, dude, YouTube or just content creation's guidelines, bro. Oh my God. We're going to go back to TikTok now. Dude, I remember I was posting TikToks and sometimes I wouldn't even use my voice. I wouldn't even use my voice and my shit would get taken down, and they wouldn't even give me a reason why. They'll just say community guidelines. Community guidelines is supposed to provide you a reason on why they took your video down. Hey, this one included harmful acts. Hey, this one included nudity. Hey, this one included some dumbass shit that you are clearly not allowed to do. But when it just says community guidelines, it's just like, hey, you're going to jail. Why am I going to jail? Nigga, I don't know. Put your hands behind your back, spread your teeth, and put your butt cheeks on the curb. Like, okay. Like, oh, what? Okay. Awesome. Sure. And it's like that on pretty much every platform. It's happened on Instagram too. And just recently on YouTube, I got copyrighted for my Red Hood video, even though I chopped it all up. You are legally allowed to use footage of a film or a show if you chop it up within 5 to 7 seconds and clearly have it like distorted through the video. You guys know that my main channel, that's all I do. I distort my videos and I throw a comedic spin on them. And I'm constantly throwing in memes and sound effects and whatever. So they hold me and they said it was pretty much the whole video instead of just like one chunk. So the guidelines are stupid. And dude, it feels like content creation is getting harder by the day, because not only am I competing with other human beings, but I'm literally competing with fucking AI. Why did I have to grow up in an age where AI exists? Like, bro, if I wish I could go back in time and have the same knowledge of the stuff I know now about content creating. So I didn't really have to compete like that. And I could have been a pioneer for like anime commentary videos, bro. Because I know making content back then, it probably was like, oh my God, what the fuck are these niggas doing? But they are all at the top of the game right now, bro, with amazing fan bases. So I wish I could do that. But, you know, if I did go back in time and do that, I would be like 12 years old and I would sound like a total bitch. And I don't think anybody wants to hear a 12-year-old kid yap about anime. So I think the last thing about that, or about content creation, is revenue and sponsorships. So depending on the app or website, whatever that you're trying to post on, dude, the payments can suck ass. And that means you really got to bust butt to, oh my God, get the dick out your mouth, Jalen. Oh my God. Sometimes it's a struggle to maintain the same amount of views or like similar views. So if you have a video do 1 million views, it's going to be pretty hard to bust out another 1 million views unless you either get lucky or you fucking sexualize yourself like crazy. Like if you got big titties, or even if you're a guy and you're like slinging meat on the screen, you can get hella views over and over and over again. But please don't go that route unless you are solidified to be a hoe in the future. Like this, that's what I'm doing. I'm throwing it back on camera. I'm slinging meat. I'm dropping sausages and these bitches biscuits. Like, hell yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, okay, if you want to settle for that, go ahead. Then yeah, that'll be great promotion for your spicy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just being a regular content creator, yeah, man, thinking outside of the box is starting to get a lot harder, because it feels like the box is so damn condensed on niggas and it's so limited. It feels limited, but it's not limited. You know what I'm saying? So trying to keep up motion, and you need that motion, because the more views you get or the more watch time you get, that's the more money you get. You know what I'm saying? So for me right now, when I'm not posting, like when I make this Vegito versus Buhan video, it's going to take it's going to be an hour, but it's going to take like a month and a half to make. And when that happens, dude, oh my God, the revenue is about to go straight down into Satan's ass crack. That's how bad 713 broke kid. That's about to be me. Now I'm so serious, bro, but it doesn't matter, because I still have fun making content, and I do love the people that do support me. And that's kind of what it's all about. At the end of the day, guys, if you do want to get into content, make sure you do it because you have the love for the game. And please make your content over something that you enjoy. Don't try to force your content, because if you force your content, you're going to get tired of it real quick. You're going to have burnout if you keep, grinding with content that you even want to do. But that happens, you know what I'm saying? Burnout is going to happen the more you grind, but you're going to be like shattered. You can't come back after shattered. If you burn out, you can let your engine cool off, and then once it cools off, you're back in the motherfucking race. But if you just shatter your engine at all or completely, bro, you're out of the race. You know what I'm saying? You're done. You're not making no more content with that shit. So please be careful with that. Just really go out there and try. If you are nervous about getting into content, or like you don't want to experience bullying online or some shit, well, I'm sorry. If you're getting the content, you're going to have to deal with bullying online. I've had niggas send me dick pics in my Instagram DMs. I'm so serious. I've had niggas do that just to piss me off. I've had girls say, not even girls, just guys, people, everybody say that, some really messed up and racial shit that should happen to me. But that's what happens. You're just going to have haters. And yeah. And if you're thinking like, oh, they probably had a good reason. First off, fuck you. No, they didn't. And second off, the reason why some of them did that was because I think I put like a hot take out for My Hero Academia. And we all know that, that fan base sucks dick. I don't mean that literally, but it like in a figurative way. Like the fan base is trash, right? But, that's what I got to say. Content is very hard, but it's a very fun thing to be a part of. And because of content, I met my girlfriend and I met a ton of my friends. And I think you guys should get into it, especially with how everything is nowadays. Like content is starting to pay a lot more than what it does or what it did before. And there's a lot more opportunities. So I think that if you even have a smidge of a dream that you want to be a content creator, get into it, please. Okay, but that's about it. I just want to tell you guys about content. Yeah, have a good day.